Welcome back to another stock video update. I am the traveling trader, and let's just get right into it. Market's still open, so we're gonna just look at a quick overview. Midday, it's 2 o'clock. Midday stock overview, price overview. First things up, we just like to look at the broad market. Tesla's one of, I don't know why this price is wrong. That's not what the price of Tesla is. But that's fine. Let's just hop into it. First things up, SPY. Look at SPY over the last few months. We're on the day chart now, and as you can see, really respecting these lines here. These lines were drawing, I drew these lines months ago, and sometimes I adjust them accordingly. But as you can see, price pushed up to about 457, 460 before pushing back to our line. Cool thing about stocks and lines, and this is why I do this. Some people don't like lines, and that's fair. Some people use indicators. I use some indicators too. I got volume down here, and I probably got like a. Actually, no. All I have is a volume indicator on this one, which is fine. Price ran up, came in touch about 460 before pushing back down. This is the key point of going to back test and going looking at some of the charts previous. So pushed up here to 460, pushed back down, respected our line all the way across the board to about 430, right? Remember these numbers, 430, before reverting back up, right? But as you can see, we never touched that high of 460. We only was able to come here about 450. What does that tell you? Price couldn't even go back and touch where it was or push higher. So guess what happens? We drop down. We drop down to about 420, about 420 on price, right? Before pushing up again, but as you can see, we still haven't respected either one of these previous highs. 460, 450, not even really hitting 440. So what happens? Price push downs again. 409, 410, before inevitably having to push back up. Now we're higher than that last push up. That's a good sign. So we will want to look to consolidate around this area to then get ready to push back to our 450 and then inevitably our 460. So I would be looking at SPY over the next few days and weeks to consolidate around here. I wouldn't want to see SPY here. Let's go ahead and adjust this line. I don't want to see SPY push under, let's say 430, 450. I want to see us consolidate around here, getting ready for that next big push up to 450 and even 460 on SPY. Let's take down. As you can see, again, I don't want to see anything under that 430, 450. I want to see consolidation around this area, getting ready for that next big push up. I would imagine it might take a few days, weeks, maybe 2 weeks out, but I would like to see us push up here again. 440, 450 on SPY. That's the 4-hour. And as you can see, we look like we're doing exactly what I'm saying. I don't want to see that price push down. Let's move this alert. Let's move this alert up to, we'll say 442. 442. 442 opens the door for 450 and also 460. That's SPY. Let's go ahead and jump into our next one. I didn't make any videos over the weekend. I didn't even trade really any stocks over the weekend. I mostly focused on studying and crypto. One of the cool things I'm a little late to, but I just found, is you got so much information over here on your sidebars. First things first, look, you got a breakdown of everything you need over here. Far as look at that, you got the week, the month, the 3 month, I'm sorry, the month, the 3 month, the year, the 3 year, and as you can see, mostly are green. Just that last 3 months, and I'm pretty sure if we keep going, we got some more stuff down here. Look at that nice big buy indicator on SPY. This is key. This is what I like to see. It just kind of echoes what I'm saying already. We're looking to push up. We're not in the neutral state. We're not in the sell state. We're in a buy straight. We're looking for that strong buy probably here in the next week or two when we push for 440, 450. Next on the chopping block, let's go ahead and hit up Tesla. See what Mr. Musk is doing with his cars and overall company. Let's zoom back out. Let's take a look. Let's close this so we get more chart view. Okay, again, didn't respect this line here. Didn't even make it to this line. That would have been a nice sell indicator for me because my lines get respected so much. It didn't even hit my. Here, let's pull it down. Actually, let's pull this down to 300. We'll say I really want 350. That's close enough. 380, 350. That's where we want to be. Didn't really even hit this line before pulling back. As you can see, respected that line here. Same thing on this chart. The same thing I just said about SPY. Watch this. Nice push up. Didn't hit our line. Inevitably had to pull back. Hit our line. Couldn't go any further. Had to push back up. But as you can see, price did not return to that previous high. So what does that mean? It's going to push back down. Same thing here. Price didn't pull back to our previous low. So guess what? It's going to push back up. Same thing here. Did not return to that previous high. So guess what? Push back down. This time, respected that previous push down and push further, which before quickly returning to then try to consolidate on this line. This is that. Let's push this up. Let's go ahead and say 220. 220 is that place of interest. We want to be right here. We're going to consolidate here on 220 before trying to make another move, which already we pushed down twice. So I'm looking here to push up here soon. This is the day chart. Let's see what this day ends like, because that day is going to tell us either we're going to end this day red and probably push down, or we're going to end it green and get ready to push back up to 225, 230, even 240. This is the day chart. Right now we're at 223. Let's open up our handy dandy little notebook. It looks almost like a notepad, so we're going to call it that, the handy dandy notepad over here. What do we see? Earnings miss Q3, January 24. We're not even ready for that one. But let's look at our financials and our analytics. Over the last week, month, and 3 months, we've been red. Over the 6 year to date and year, we've been green. We're in a neutral state, and this chart reflects that. We are very neutral here. A slow little day. We're only up 4% today on Tesla, which is good overall, but not really anything spectacular. As you can see, we push down to then consolidate. Let's click to our 4 hour. Our 4 hour says the same thing. Nice push down, nice push back up, and we've been kind of consolidating here since November 6th. We've just been in a consolidation place, finally looking to maybe break out of it, but not really, because we broke out up here before pushing back down and then even pushing lower. We want to see some more candlesticks consolidate above that 420. I'm sorry, above that 220 on Tesla. We want to consolidate around 220. That's what's going to get us into a buy and even a strong buy signal on Tesla to consolidate around here. Let's stick to that 1 hour and see. 1 hour looks like we're trying to do just that, consolidate. I wouldn't want to see Tesla dip under 219. Anything under two, actually here, let's say anything under 218, 217, we're going to be in a sell state. So I want to consolidate around that 220, not break under, so we can get ready to push up on Tesla. Let's see our chart. Let's go ahead and just look at Apple real quick, just because it's such a big mover of SPY. And I like stocks that can I like stocks that have something to do with each other. So SPY, Apple is in SPY, so it's Tesla. It just makes sense to kind of trade within those pairs. Let's take back to that day chart first. A lot of movement on SPY. Sorry, a lot of movement on Apple, also on SPY, because again, it's a big part of SPY. So to see Apple move, best believe you're going to see SPY move. So what do we have here? These lines are not as clean as I would like, but that's fine. We don't have to do that right now. Next video, there'll be cleaner lines, but we can still get our point off. So on the day chart, nice push up to, how did we get? Almost 200, 198 before pushing back. And again, same thing. I've said it 3 times. Push up to 198 before pull back to 170. Another push up, nowhere near that last push up. So guess what happens? We pull back again. Pull back here, which was pretty much the same pullback here, as you can see. Same pullback here. I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'm gonna have to adjust these lines. Nice pull up, but nowhere near that 198, 200. So inevitably we had to pull back again, which this one was lower than that one, which is fine. It's just also kind of consolidation on the day chart. Another push up, but nowhere near that last one. So guess what? We pull back again. This pullback was super close to this one. So guess what? When it got exhausted down here from selling, it inevitably pushed up again. So I would be looking to at least hit this last pull, this last push up, which was about 190, 188, 190. So let's zoom into the 4-hour and see. Again, we want to come and test this 190 run up. And as you can see on the 4-hour, we're already getting exhausted looking to pull back, which is fine. I would imagine we pull back to at least that 180, if not lower, on Apple. So be careful there. This is the 4-hour, so this was over the last today. And as you can see, yeah, we were exhausted here on SPY. Exhausted before pushing back down. I would think to see us probably push down a little bit more over the next week to come on Apple. This is the 4-hour. Let's look at that hour just to see what is going on there. And yeah, so this is the hour chart. It's getting stopped out here. It's getting stopped out here at 185. But we're going to need the buyers. We got big sell candles here. We're going to need the buy, and it's slowing down. But we're going to need the buyers to step up to at least get us back to that 185 here on Apple. Let's tick down to the 15-minute. Nice consolidation. Nice pull back and stop. We got stopped out here on multiple candles on the 15-minute, which is good. That helps us to get ready to push back up. I would imagine we at least need to push back up to about 185 before we can push higher. If we can't hit that 185, then we're just going to have to push back lower, probably to closer to that 180 mark on Apple. That is pretty much it. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. And again, If you guys want me to go over any assets that I don't cover, any stocks that I don't cover, drop a comment and drop a comment down below. And as long as you're subscribed, I will add it to the list. That's about it. I am the Traveling Trader, signing out.